Okay, I'm going to tap one more time. Legislative Day number 7 will now come to order. We're going to pause for a moment of silent meditation, but I want to do special thoughts about the tragedy on the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Let's think about the families that lost loved ones. Let's think about our first responders and everybody involved and everybody that has pulled together to help our community of Baltimore and our global community of Baltimore through this really challenging time. So if you could just share with your thoughts for the loss of life and those that are working to rebuild. Thank you. I'll now call upon Councilman Marks to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just a couple of things I want to go over. First, we're really excited in the beautiful 2nd District of Baltimore County because we have a new team member, and I want to introduce Zena Moore. Zena, if you could stand up. Let's give Zena a hand. And Zena holds a bachelor's degree with political science from St. Mary's College of Maryland, and with a minor in Africa and African diaspora studies. Go Zena. And she also worked as a literacy tutor at Success for All, and now she's transitioned over to the beautiful 2nd District as one of our top-notch staff members. So I'm sure all of you will get to know Zena as well as the other team members. Another announcement I want to make is that I want to acknowledge the really exceptional work of the Baltimore County Council Structure Review Work Group. They were established by this council back in October, and their mission was to meet once a month, at least once a month, have a public hearing, and then have a set of recommendations by March 30th, 2024. That was yesterday, and that was a big charge. And this group did exceptionally well. They exceeded the mandate of the resolution, where they met 11 times and had 2 public hearings, 2, maybe 3, I could be short on that. And then last night, on March 31st, they delivered this report, the Baltimore County Council Structure Review Work Group. Quick summary, they're recommending that the council expand to 9 members. The report will be online. Mr. Secretary, I think it'll be posted today or tomorrow?
We will post it most likely tomorrow, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. And then Brad Croner, take note, we're also going to have it in every public library in Baltimore County as a hard copy, so that folks that may not be able to access it through computer access, they can go to their library and take a look at it, because it really is important to our representation moving forward. Okay. And it's April 1st. If anybody's got a good trick, now's the time. If not, let me just tell you that today is the first day where we have a new set of procedures in terms of how we look at the time. We were extending the time in which we review bills so that we can have additional review on amendments. And today is that first day, so we might have a few little hiccups on it, but we're going to give it a try. And really the first thing we have to do, let me just get my spectacles on, I'll be able to articulate it even further. We are going to first suspend the rules. I'm hoping that we get a motion to do that. And I'm going to ask Councilman Young to articulate the reason that we're suspending the rules, because we've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 items that will require suspension of the rules.
That's correct.
Okay, I'm going to turn it over to you, Councilman Young.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As Chairman Patoka had mentioned, today is April 1st.
first day that the new rules take effect. Before us on the agenda, there are 4 pieces of business. 2, you could consider emergency resolutions that relate to the disaster at the Key Bridge, that we would, in one, keeping in time with what has actually happened, suspending the rules in order to hear those today and vote on them today. There are 2 other pieces of business. Bill 1024, which is zoning regs and applications. Councilman Marks has an amendment that has been circulated among the members and was also introduced by him, and it is his bill. And then there's Resolution 1024, which was sponsored by all council members in adopting the Baltimore County Pedestrian Bicycle Master Plan, and Councilman Catch has an amendment to that bill that he has circulated to every member. That resolution and that bill did not get 2 hearings, as will be standard moving forward, but because they didn't and other members have agreed and there has been no disagreement between them related to those 2 amendments to the resolution and to the bill, I'm making a motion that we suspend the rules related to the introduction, circulation, and agenda items so that we can hear and vote on the 2 emergency resolutions related to the Key Bridge, and so that Councilman Catch and Councilman Marks can introduce their amendments that have been circulated among the membership.
Thank you so much for that explanation, Councilman Young. We're going to go to...
Motion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I think we should take a roll call if possible.
Okay. I will yield to the secretary to do a roll call.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I mentioned there might be a few hiccups, and that was our first hiccup on this. Okay, we're going to move to Resolution 16-24 and Resolution 17-24. They're related to one another, so they'll be acted on individually. They relate to the Francis Scott Key Bridge. So before we actually address these, I wanted to turn it over to Councilman Crandall, if he has any comments about what's going on. And he's got firsthand experiences. He's been on site for probably every day this week and last week.
If I may, just procedurally, let me just read that resolution, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, sure, certainly.
What we are considering at this time is Resolution 16-24, sponsored by all council members, county council support, Francis Scott Key Bridge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Councilman Crandall?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The resolution, actually, our secretary said it quite eloquently when he drafted the resolution for the council and sent it to us for circulation. So I'm going to sort of mimic what Secretary Bostwick had written. The resolution recounts the tragic events of the early morning hours of last Tuesday and expresses the council's condolences and prayers to the families and friends of those lost in the bridge collapse. The resolution expresses its unequivocal support and appreciation to the first responders who led the rescue and recovery efforts at the site. The resolution encourages federal, state, and local partners to continue to work together collaboratively and to utilize all resources available to expedite the reopening of the Port of Baltimore. The resolution supports the thousands of port workers displaced as a result of this tragedy. And ultimately, the resolution supports the rebuilding of the Francis Scott Key Bridge to once again serve as the iconic architectural entrance to Baltimore and the Patapsco River. Very well said, Mr. Secretary. Thank you. I also want to thank Councilman Marks, called me in the middle of last week and said that the council told me that the council needs to do a revolution in the spirit of what I just read. So Councilman Marks, thank you for that conversation. I do appreciate my colleagues reaching out last week to me. It was a very difficult week, as you could imagine. I woke up very early Tuesday morning with my phone off the hook and text messages, and I turned on the news and I saw the news footage. But it was not until I went to the command center, which is at the end of Broning Highway, within sight and within probably a quarter mile of the bridge itself, a bridge that I grew up with. It was built in '77, so I was 8 years old. So I remember that bridge fondly, and it's been a part of our community and part of our community's identity for a really long time. But it didn't hit me until I actually saw it. The news footage made it surreal, but seeing it and being on site made it real. And so it was a very difficult day to know that we had lost workers on the bridge. And it was very heartening, actually, to see the professionals that were at work at that command center on Tuesday. Our own folks from Baltimore County Police and Fire, our Marine units, were there working in concert with the Coast Guard, Army Corps of Engineers. The U.S. Air National Guard played a role. The FBI was there. Homeland Security was there. NTSB. Other agencies that I'm forgetting. There must have been 200 or 300 responders there Tuesday and Wednesday, and some are still there. And it was hard to get the news that first day that we couldn't put divers in the water to try to rescue or recover those that were lost because the structure was just too dangerous. And those folks, those divers, wanted to get into the water. They wanted to serve. They wanted to help in any way they could. And just to see the professionalism and the response and no interagency conflict or anything like that, everyone there, every man and every woman were absolutely at the top of their game. And you realized by witnessing them doing their work that this is something that they trained for and never wanted to actually put into practice. But they did, and many of them, as I said, many of them are still there, so we thank them for that. I also want to note that the community at large, not only Dundalk and the 7th District, but the 7th District and beyond, the community's response has been unbelievable. It's been outstanding. There's a local brewery in Dundalk called Key Brewing Company, and they did a fundraiser, I think Friday evening. There were 1,000 people there. It was absolutely amazing to see. And the community has really come together, from the church community to community groups, the restaurants that have offered the first responders food. There was more food offered than could possibly be eaten by 200 or 300 people. It was really incredible. So it's really special to see your community come together, and I think that we should all be proud of our response and our collective response to this catastrophe. And finally, I want to thank the political leadership that continues to work collaboratively. There's been no talk of any politics involved in any of this. There's no partisanship. It's, hey, we have a job to do now. Whether you're on the county council, you are a U.S. senator, or a senator or delegate serving in the General Assembly, the mayor of Baltimore, and the county executive. They all pulled together, and it's not one aspect of who's going to take credit for what, and your party needs to do this, or none of that. It's how do we do the jobs that we were elected to do. And I was very proud to play a small role, but I saw in the very first briefing on Tuesday, 2 U.S. senators, 2 congressmen, the mayor, county executive, comptroller of Maryland, along with other representatives from various agencies, just trying to scramble to put together something organized and something that no one had foreseen. And they pulled it together. And as I said, no partisan politics involved. So I just want to make sure that we continue to support the families, the port workers, and the efforts that a lot of people are making to see us through in what is a very difficult time. And the governor has said that we have a long road ahead of us, which we do. But I'm convinced that we can pull together and we can build back better. I know you've heard that term before. I know that we can do that. And I know that we can be the strong, resilient community that we have shown in the past week. So thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Crandall. And the response has been really impressive. I think we hear Governor Moore saying we're Maryland tough and Baltimore strong. And it's really a true reflection of the community that we are. So I'm going to just go a little bit off script to keep things coordinated here.
Well, Mr. Chair, would it be appropriate to move the resolution?
It's for introduction only, correct? Or no?
No, we're in a vote. That's why we suspended
Yes,
the
let's
rules.
move
It's
it.
ready.
Stunning.
Move. Are you moving it?
I would like to move the resolution,
Okay,
sir.
do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a move and a second. Do we do a roll call or roll call, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary?
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Okay. Next, we're going to go to Resolution 1724. Mr. Secretary, do you want to
Yes, sir.
give a description of this one?
Yes, Resolution 17-24 is a resolution submitted by the administration seeking council approval of the continuation of a state of emergency per Executive Order number 2024-005, and I believe CAO Rogers is here to present that.
Yes,
Madam CAO.
yes. Good evening, Chairman Patoka and council members. On behalf of the administration, we are requesting your support for a resolution to extend the state of emergency declared by the county executive last week. This is Resolution 1724. Following the collapse of the Key Bridge, Baltimore County is continuing to work with federal, state, and local partners across the region to provide a coordinated response to the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, as Councilmember Crandall so eloquently articulated. We're grateful for our partners across the region and really across the country. People have expressed concern and their support. The collapse of the Key Bridge is expected to severely impact the local economy and commerce, as well as working families in our region. State and federal assistance may be needed to protect public peace, health, and safety here in Baltimore County. In addition, resources are requested under applicable state and local emergency plans and may consist of personnel, equipment, use of facility space, and financial or other resources that are needed for this emergency to support Baltimore County through the recovery of this incident. And we asked your support for continuation of the state of emergency.
Thank you, Ms. Rogers. Do any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts to share with Ms. Rogers? Okay. Do we have a motion? Oh, Councilman Jones?
No, I just like to obviously offer my full support for the state of emergency and just reminiscing how often we've been doing state of emergencies as of late. It's really unprecedented from COVID to now. So we certainly want to give the county executive and the county every tool is necessary to be a full partner with the federal government and the state in getting the bridge rebuilt and taking care of all the families of all the people that will be affected, especially economically, throughout this ordeal. So I will be certainly looking forward to voting for the resolution.
Thank you, Councilmember Jones.
Okay, any further discussion? We had a motion. We have a motion?
I'll second it.
We don't have a motion.
I'll move it.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. We're going to hold on Bill 1124. We've suspended the rules on that, and also on Bill 1024. Councilman,
Is it 1124 or is it, the one we were going to move to the next meeting was 1224?
Right, but the suspension of the rules was for 11-24 for the amendment.
Oh, understood. Okay, thank you.
So we're going to hold on that. Well, we'll get to that, so we won't deal with it right away, but please keep in mind, we suspended the rules, and so therefore, we're going to be able to offer those amendments today. Let's move back to, is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of March 18th?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Enrollment of bills. Bill 624 was passed by the council, signed by the county executive, and is hereby enrolled. Bill 824 was returned, unsigned by the county executive, and is also enrolled. Okay. Mr. Secretary, could you now read the bills for introduction this evening?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman and members of the council. There are 3 bills for introduction this evening. First is Bill 16-24, Current Expense Budget State SRO Adequate Coverage Grant. Bill 17-24, sponsored by all council members, adoption of the 2024 Basic Services Maps. And Bill 18-24, sponsored by Councilman Jones, Revitalization Property Tax Credit. All of these are for introduction only this evening. And brief programming note, because of the new rules that we have now, the first work session for those bills will be next week, next Tuesday, April 9th. I probably won't have to say that every time, but maybe, in the beginning.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to the fun part where we have, we'll consider appointment confirmations. Mr. Secretary, first item.
Yes, sir. First is the appointment to the Baltimore County Ethics Commission, Sasha Rousseau.
Are we,
She is online, and we are, and that is for confirmation
Mr.
this
Secretary,
evening.
point of clarification. Are we on supervisor of assessments or are we on ethics?
I did. Oh. I'm sorry about that. Let's do that one first. I don't know how I skipped that, but yes,
no worries.
MB1 is seeking council approval of the 5 qualified individuals to be forwarded to the state for the open vacancy of the supervisor of assessments.
And Mr. Secretary, do we have to approve the 5 that are listed as a group, or can we do them individually?
They can be done as a block, unless you'd like to separate them.
I'm getting heartburn on out-of-state nominee. It's, to me, just, I know that I asked about this during the work session, and it just seems odd to me that in a state of 6.3 million people, that we're going out of state for a position like this.
I'd be happy to read them individually, Mr. Chairman.
Sure, thank you.
The first qualified, the first candidate is Braxton McNeil of Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, should we have a vote individually, a roll call?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Is there a motion?
I'll motion Braxton McNeil.
I'll second it.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks? Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay, Mr. McNeil is,
Next is Edgar Clark of Woodstock, Maryland.
is there a motion for Mr. Clark?
So move.
Second.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Yep. Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks? Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, next,
Next.
Mr. Secretary.
Next is Robert Igbanugo of Windsor Mill, Maryland.
I'll move it.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay. Next, Mr. Secretary.
Next is Tamil Aponte of Milford, Delaware.
Okay. Could you give me just a second, Mr. Secretary, and my
Yes.
colleagues, please? Okay.
No, that's not Mayor.
Okay, is there a motion for Tamil?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr.
if I may.
Handel.
I was at the command center during the work session last week. When you asked the question about this nominee's residence, what was the administration response? Or maybe the administration would like to.
I didn't ask the administration. I asked Mr. Boswick if it was appropriate to have someone from another state in this as a nominee for supervisor of assessments. Why don't we do this? We can either vote, and if the approval is there, it is there, or we could ask that it be deferred so that we could, or extended, I guess is the appropriate term, so that we can work through with the administration on this.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Secretary, are we required to send 5 names? Or is it up to 5?
I believe, let me just double check. According to Section 2-105 of the Tax Property Article of the Annotated Code of Maryland, that the Director of ESTAT shall appoint a supervisor from a list of 5 qualified individuals submitted to the director by the appropriate county official. In the case of Baltimore County, the appropriate county official is the county executive with approval of the county council.
So that means if we were to reject this individual, since he doesn't live in Maryland, there would have to be a substitute?
Yes.
Okay.
We nominate you.
Well, I'm looking at the resume.
What's it pay?
He's from Delaware, they don't have that.
Can someone explain why we have Delaware residents?
Do we want to have does someone from the administration want to talk about this, or want to recommend 4? Can we recommend 4? Since the executive's picking one?
That's where they get their money.
Mr. Chairman and members of the council, Mr. Reed just confirmed that there is not a residency requirement, a county residency requirement.
I understand that, and that was the explanation I got at Mr. Reed at the work session. It just strikes me as odd. It looks like I'm reading through the resumes right now and the qualifications of background in real estate, and it seems to me that there are many, many qualified people with a background in real estate that actually live in the state of Maryland. And so just odd that we have to go out of state to find an appointee for
Mr. Chair,
supervisor. Yes, Councilman Katz.
I think it might be a good idea to vote on this nomination now, and then if it's accepted, then, we go forward. If it's rejected, then we need to find a 5th person to be on this list.
That sounds like a reasonable approach. Any other comments, questions, or thoughts? Okay, so I guess the question is there a motion to move to Meal?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilman.
I appreciate your position on it. I really do. And I took it as somewhat being odd myself. But I guess the part for me was the fact that it's not required. And are we somehow, number one, it's no guarantee that he's going to be selected because he's just 1 out of 5, and they will select 1 out of 5. And number two, I don't know what the criteria was to select these people. I don't know what the process was, but obviously residency in Baltimore County was not one of them, even though everyone else happened to be from Baltimore County. So for that reason, I will vote for the nomination, just because I feel like it probably wouldn't be so fair to hold that against the person at this point. That's just my 2 cents.
I'm looking at the resume or the qualifications right now. I'm just looking for the extraordinary qualities that we'd have to go out of state for.
I wouldn't know the person if they walked in front of me.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Young.
did somebody from the administration just mention how the resumes just are folks expressing their interest in the position, or are they sought out by you all? How is that determined? I wasn't here during the work session to ask, but is it a pool? Just
Young, I can perhaps answer that. The administration posted the job offering on the county's website and collected applications for the position. There were 5 applications that were received meeting the qualifications of the position, and those were the 5 that are submitted to you today.
understood. Thank you. With that, I second the motion for approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. I'll just comment, to me, that for appointments of our boards, commissions, that we need to, if we only get 5 applications, have we really done outreach in a thorough way? In a hiring process, and we have 8, and maybe we can get a professional opinion from an HR professional, because we have an appointment coming up. But if you have a job opening, right, and you only have 1 position, and you get a resume, it's a modest resume, and then you say, well, I just got 1 resume, so I'm going to hire this person. Would that be a thorough? Would any of my colleagues think that is a thorough?
Well, I mean, I guess if the person meet the minimum qualifications or reasonable qualifications, the question is, the reverse is, the person goes through the entire process, and then at the end you say, aha, you don't live here. I said, well, that was never part of the job. Well, I just made it part of the job. Is that fair?
Well, I mean, I guess if we're seeking minimum talent, why do we have an HR department? Why do we do things? We really want to seek out the best talent out there in everything we do. That's how you become a great county. By going for the minimal requirements, to me, that's easy. We need to do the things that are tough, to go seek those people that are highly qualified. Think about our teachers. Do we try to find teachers that are minimally qualified? We want to have the highest quality teachers. And why do we want to do that? Because we want to have excellent schools. We want to be world-class. We want to have world-class education. So I know this is not a school, it's not teaching, but it strikes me just as odd. I mean, I understand we go out of county sometimes, and sometimes it's very valid to go out of county for talent. Again, I'm looking at the application, and to me, it looks like somebody went online, filled in a couple of fields, and then we have a nominee. Councilman Marks and Councilman Catch.
Thank you. I have generally followed the spirit of supporting the executive with nominations in the 13 years I've been on the council. I don't think I've voted against any nomination. I voted for people who don't necessarily live in the county, such as the administrative law judge nominee when he lived in the city. But honestly, I don't think I can vote for someone for this position who lives in Kent County, Delaware, or Sussex County, Delaware. I just can't.
Councilman Catch.
Yes, Mr. Secretary, if we vote to not accept this person, I'd like to have legislation drafted to not allow out-of-state people to be appointed to this commission. Is there a salary for the people who serve on this commission?
I don't know if there is or I don't know if there is a salary or not, Mr. Catch. And if you like, we can maybe talk offline about legislation, but I think there may be an issue of preemption and state law governing this.
Well, this is in state law.
Yes, sir. I believe so. Yes, yes, yes.
So, okay, this is state law then.
Yes.
Yeah, there could be an issue of, you're
It's
right.
only one position.
Yeah, that's chosen, right. Out of the 5 names, they pick the, one is chosen by the
Councilman,
governor, right?
I don't think so.
by the executive.
I thought the executive submitting
Could we
the,
get clarification on the appointment process here?
Yeah, yes, according to the annotated code of Maryland, the executive is, when there is a vacancy, which there is apparently with the Department of Assessments and Taxation as the supervisor of assessments in Baltimore County's, in the Baltimore County office, section 2-105 of the tax property article states that the director of ESTAT shall appoint a supervisor from a list of 5 qualified individuals submitted to the director by the appropriate county official. In the case of Baltimore County, the appropriate county official is the 5 persons submitted by the county executive with council approval. As I indicated, to facilitate the list of qualified candidates, the county posted the job offering on the county's website and collected applications for the position. I don't know how many applications were received, but 5 applications were received meeting the qualifications of the position according to the administration. As such, in accordance with that section of the annotated code, the executive submitted those 5 names to the council, and thus far you have approved 3 of them. There are still 2, one of which is Tamil Aponte, who, as we've discussed, lives in Delaware, but that is not a requirement of that position. And I'm only saying that as a matter of fact. I'm not saying that to influence you as the council members.
Mr. Secretary, I mean, is this for the position of supervisor of assessments? I'm sure that's a paid job.
That
I'm sure
job
that,
is,
oh
yes,
yeah,
yes.
I'm sure that is a paid job.
Yes, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Yes, the job itself, supervisor of assessments, is a paid position.
Paid position. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Young.
so before us is voting on the approval of 5 names. I'm just reiterating things we already know. I'm just saying that within regulation, within guidelines, there's nothing abnormal about somebody not living in the state being in the pool of folks considered for the position that finally gets determined. I also understand personal feeling on, I would think we should be able to find somebody, but at the same time, like without there being a violation of anything other than a personal preference, I don't see any issue here. Comments and concerns notwithstanding, what's in front of us is voting on what's been presented to us and the folks that put in their applications for a position that not only one of them is going to get. I don't see the same concern or issue because clearly they didn't have a concern or issue when they made sure that it's not a requirement of the position. So with that, I still stick to my second motion and look forward to voting for it.
You make fair points, Councilman Young. I'm just concerned about this particular applicant working on assessments, having a good sense of property worth in Baltimore County. I'm looking at the resume. I don't see much Baltimore County. I don't see any actually Baltimore County. So I'm just worried about the working knowledge. That's kind of it. And I understand that this person has met the minimum qualifications. But we have a motion and a second. Why don't we just continue on unless there's another question or comment from any of the members? Okay, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Nay.
Mr. Catch?
Nay.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
No.
Mr. Crandall?
No.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Okay, I would ask that if the administration would like to submit an additional name, we'd welcome that. Mr. Rogers. Okay,
Next name, Mr. Chairman?
yes, please.
Next would be Zachary Grizzard of Bel Air, Maryland.
Okay, do we have a motion for Mr. Grizzard?
So move.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay, 4 out of 5 ain't bad. So we'll look forward to the administration calling another name, moving forward with another name. And Mr. Secretary, just to be comprehensive in this, were any of the nominees here or virtually on the back row? Or
They were not, sir.
they were not? Okay, I just wanted to be sure that we weren't discourteous to them. Okay, next we have, Mr. Secretary, could you go through
Next
miscellaneous
appointment.
business number 2?
Yes, the next appointment is to the Baltimore County Ethics Commission, the county executive's nomination of Sasha Rousseau to serve on that commission.
Okay. Is Sasha here?
Yeah, online.
Okay, great.
Hey, good evening. My name is Sasha Rousseau. I live with my husband and my son in Arbutus. I grew up in Alexandria, Virginia, and I originally came to Baltimore to go to college at Johns Hopkins. After I graduated, I kind of bounced around the country for a few years, but I came back to the DC area and I got into accounting and I became a CPA. Then 3 years ago, I returned to Baltimore and bought a house in Baltimore County to go to law school at the University of Maryland. I'm part of the class of 2025. And since I moved here, I've gotten married and delivered my son at University of Maryland Medical Center, and we love it here, so we're here to stay. I'm interested in the Ethics Commission because as in my training, both as a CPA and in law school, a lot of the training has emphasized how to apply a rigorous code of ethics to the real world, and I really like that work and those discussions. And more importantly, I believe that the Ethics Commission is doing meaningful work to maintain public trust in local government and to aid our local government in functioning well. And I'm hopeful and looking forward to being involved in the community as a commission member. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any members have any questions for Ms. Rousseau? Any comments, questions, or thoughts? Okay, do we have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Second, okay, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Congratulations, Ms. Rousseau. You have
Thank you.
made it. Okay, next item, Mr. Secretary.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is the council's consideration of the county executive's nomination of Ms. Renee Coleman to be the next director of the Office of Human Resources.
Okay, Ms. Coleman, welcome again. Ms. Coleman, you spoke to us at the work session, but could you give us a brief synopsis on your background again?
Yes, sir. So I have obtained my bachelor's degree from Clark Atlanta University in Business Administration, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. I have my senior HR certification from the Public Sector HR Association. I spent a few years in private sector doing recruitment specialists, onboarding and offboarding, new employee orientation and things like that. And then I transitioned to the public sector with Baltimore City Office of Human Resources, where I was a classification and compensation specialist, and then I was promoted to the HR business partner for the Department of Housing with the city. And then I've spent the last 4.5 years with Baltimore County Office of Human Resources as the Chief of Class and Comp, and then I was promoted to the Deputy of Operations, and then most recently, the Acting Director of HR.
Thank you, Ms. Coleman. Any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts to share with Ms. Coleman? Okay, I have one, Ms. Coleman.
Yes,
Did you
sir.
bring a posse with you today?
I have my,
Okay.
my colleagues from. Thank you. Thank you. These are all my colleagues from the department, my husband, my mother, my dad, my brother, my kids, everyone's here.
Can we ask the family to stand up?
Family,
Family?
my family, can you guys stand up?
All right. Okay, before we move any further, I want to ask Mr. Martin, do you want to make some phone calls before you get up here? Okay. Do we have a motion on Renee Coleman?
So move.
Second.
Okay, it's moved in second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
There is no way I'm saying no. Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations, Ms. Coleman. That's really nice.
You're welcome.
Your office is out of control.
Okay. I'm going to give just a moment for OIT to get its mojo together. Okay, Mr. Secretary, next item.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is the council's consideration of the county executive's nomination for appointment as acting director of the Office of Information Technology, Mr. Christopher Martin.
Mr. Martin, would you like to give us a little brief history of your background?
Sure. Good evening. Thank you. And I know when we've been defeated, so I'm just going to kind of ignore that side of it. My degree is from the University of Baltimore downtown. It's in Management Information Systems. After college, I stayed at UB and worked through various IT positions, both in customer service and leading a couple departments down there. In 2020, I transitioned over to Baltimore County, and I managed the endpoint teams, multiple teams over there. In 2022, I came over to be the deputy director when we had a transition going on internally, and worked through that transition. And now that Director Frieda's left, I am seeking the acting position for that.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Do any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts with Chair? Councilman Young.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Martin, I apologize I wasn't here during the work session. Not going to grill you, but just wanted to get your assessment of staffing at the department and just your assessment. And
Absolutely. So I, want to really thank the OIT team who is here, leadership team. We have, thank you. Over the past couple years, we have had outstanding turnover where we've been less than 10%. Usually we're around 6 or 7 on average. A lot of that is attributed to we have had people retiring, people leaving. We've had a lot of people move up. We've put a heavy emphasis on growing the department internally. So my opinion is that our turnover rate is really, really good in terms of retention. We are now seeing a market where a lot of the entry-level positions are getting hundreds and hundreds of applicants for those roles. So, during COVID, we didn't struggle as much as the rest of the IT fields out there, but we did retain a lot of significant talent and didn't lose them and made a lot of efforts for that. So, during that hardship, we were around 7%.
Great. Well, keep us informed of how we can be helpful to meet your staffing goals and make sure
Absolutely.
So, thank
I
you.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Any of the members have any additional questions for Mr. Martin? Mr. Martin, I'm just going to give your team a chance to make some noise. So if you're here to support Mr.
Side over there.
That was impressive. That was impressive. And
We're small but loud.
small but loud. And did you notice that Ms. Coleman's team, they were very gracious. They're good sports because when you were introduced there. Okay. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion and second? I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Martin. You're confirmed. Okay, that was more fun.
But it didn't come down. A hardship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No redundancies.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry,
May I
Ms.
be
Rogers.
recognized for a moment, please?
Yes, absolutely.
I would just like to say that the HR team and the IT team are a part of the O-Team Eagles, which is the team that I have the pleasure of leading since arriving here in the county, and I couldn't be more pleased with the two professionals that we have taking the senior role, the permanent role, and with Chris stepping up to take the acting role at this time. Go O's for O-Team
Thank you so much,
Eagles.
Ms. Rogers. And why don't we do this? Let's have both teams make some noise for Ms. Rogers. Come on, both teams, make some noise for Ms. Rogers. Thank you all. Good luck to all of you.
Here's one for you. Wait.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, could you go to the next appointment?
Mr. Chairman and members of the council, next on your agenda is the council's consideration of the nomination by the county executive of Mr. Rene Varela to the Baltimore County Animal Hearing Board.
Okay, is Dr. Morella here? Oh, hello, Dr. Morella. Good to see you. Dr. Morella, did you bring anyone to make some noise for you?
No, this is going to be really quiet.
Okay.
Really, really quiet. So
Yes,
I'll be
please
very,
give-
very brief.
sure.
So I'm a 2001 grad from the University of Pennsylvania, so I'm a veterinarian. I've lived in Baltimore County now since, gosh, for the last 12 years now, and I have two children. As you well know, that went to Kingsville Elementary, and I've been active in the community ever since. I'm definitely a professional, understand animal welfare. I understand my community very well, but I've also served communities, both rural and also urban and suburban. So it's not just, I believe in this type of role, the most important thing is understanding what the community standards are, but also understanding the limitations that we can sometimes have as residents in the community too. So having a sense of compassion and also upholding the standards that are there. So I'm proud to serve in any capacity, and in this capacity, I do think I'm well suited and also I would hope obviously qualified for the role too.
Thank you, Dr. Varela. Do any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts to share with Dr. Varela? Okay. Okay, we don't have any questions. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll. Oh, we need a motion.
So moved.
I'll second it.
And a second. We have a motion and a second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations,
Thank you
Dr.
all so
Varela.
much. Great night.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is the council's consideration of the nomination by the county executive of Elizabeth Mosley to the Baltimore County Property Tax Assessment Appeals Board.
Ms. Mosley here? Ms. Belcastro?
Ms.
Okay.
Mosley was here
Yes.
at the work session. I
That's
don't
right. Okay.
see her here today.
So we did hear from Ms. Mosley. Do we have a motion on Ms. Mosley?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations, Ms. Mosley. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is the council's consideration of the county executive's nomination for reappointment of Paige Davey to the Baltimore County Property Tax Assessment Appeals Board.
Okay, is Ms. Davy here?
No, she was online at the work session, but
That's
she's
right.
not here this evening.
Okay, do we have a motion for Ms. Davy?
I'll move. Second.
Moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations, Ms. Davy. Okay, now we'll move on to final reading and vote of bills. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
First, Mr. Chairman, is Bill 9-24. This bill is sponsored by council members Patoka and Ertel, Mixed Use Overlay District.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Let me just make a comment to my colleagues on this. This, as you recall, is to create a mixed-use overlay district, and we heard from significant amount of stakeholders. We did not hear from more than, thousands of folks that were weighing in on Bill 324, but we heard from different constituency groups, and we're going to work with those constituency groups. So I spoke to Councilman Ertel this morning, and myself and Councilman Ertel as co-sponsored this. We thought the best action to take would be to extend the bill so that we can work further with the stakeholders, and then in 2 weeks come back with something that will be a little bit stronger and meet some of the things we heard during the work session. So I'd like to make a motion to extend the bill. I'm hoping to get a second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Oh, let me just ask if any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts on that. Okay, hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay. Next is, next item.
Yes, sir. Next is Bill 10-24, sponsored by Councilman Marks, zoning regulations, application of the RC7 zone to the RC2 zone property.
Thank you. Thank you. Under current statute, council members cannot change land that is zoned RC7, I'm sorry, land that's zoned RC2 to RC7, which is a very strange prohibition. This bill would allow that change to occur. It gives us more flexibility as council members. I still don't know why this prohibition is in the code, but it's something that we discovered when we were going through our zoning maps. Again, it gives the council more flexibility. These zones are both designed to protect farmland. RC2 is agricultural with a minimum lot size of 1 house per acre. RC7 is resource preservation, minimum lot size of 1 house per acre. Again, very similar. It's just a very odd prohibition that's in the statute. Again, lifting this allows us to have that flexibility.
Any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts to share? Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
I'll second. Okay, motion moved in second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, this one didn't have the amendment, though.
No amendments.
No amendments.
It's a bill.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Bill 11-24, sponsored by Council Members Marks and Catch, zoning regulations, neighborhood commons, district floodplains.
Okay, just to remind everyone, this is the one we suspended the rules on to accommodate the amendment, and so let me turn it over to Councilman Marks.
Sure, thank you. In 2012, the County Council passed Neighborhood Commons zoning, which I think has been a very powerful tool in preserving our land. The Department of Planning estimated at the end of the last comprehensive zoning map process that we had preserved, I believe, over 4,000 acres of land through the NC overlay designation. This bill would allow council members to apply the NC district to floodplains, and I'm also going to be seeking an amendment that allows forest conservation area to also be included as NC. Again, the NC is an added layer of protection and prohibits development where it is applied.
Thank you, Councilman Marks. Any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts to share with Councilman? Councilman Catch?
This legislation is very important. Before I was elected, the original Neighborhood Commons bill had been passed, but you were not allowed at the time to designate county properties neighborhood commons, and so we passed a bill that allowed that. And this expansion makes a lot of sense. Floodplains, I mean, it does, you know, it's a no-brainer, really. So I totally support it and support the amendment.
Thank you, Councilman Catch. And the NC, the Neighborhood Commons, is an overlay. It's similar to what we're trying to do with Bill 924, is create another tool. Neighborhood Commons has been an outstanding tool to preserve land. In the last CCMP cycle, I think we downzoned over 200 plus acres using Neighborhood Commons overlay as a tool. You got to be careful, though, with Neighborhood Commons because it cannot apply to private property. And the reason it can't, Councilman Crandall, is because if you do, it's a regulatory taking. Okay, let's move on.
Councilman Crandall, did you get that?
It's a, okay.
It's on every moving strip in town.
Do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
Oh, we have the amendment first. Let's go through
The amendment, yes.
The amendment's rather straightforward, Mr. Chairman and members of the council. The current bill as drafted would include floodplain as area that can be designated with NC. The amendment would also add or a forest conservation area to be added to the area that can be applied with the NC district.
Okay. Do we have any thoughts, comments, or questions on the amendment?
I'll move the amendment.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
Second. Mr. Secretary, please call the vote on the amendment, the roll on the amendment.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch? Aye. Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes. Mr. Secretary, could you go back to the original bill?
Yes. Is there a motion as amended?
Move the bills amended.
Second.
Okay. Time out for a second.
What's wrong?
Here's why you can't do it. It's a regulatory taking if you take property. Because it's been tested that you can reduce the value of property. Okay, sorry for the delay. We just needed some clarification. We're still good?
We're still good.
Okay.
I think you have a motion and a second.
On the bill.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Bill carries. Okay, next item, Mr. Secretary.
Next is Bill 12-24, sponsored by Councilman Marks, property tax credits disabled law enforcement officers.
Thank you very much. I am going to ask that this bill be laid over to the next council session. The reason being that the county auditor's office is trying to determine a fiscal impact, and I think it's important for the council to know the fiscal impact before we have a vote on this. So that I will motion that it be, the life of the bill be extended to the next council meeting.
Okay, do we have a second on the extension?
I'll second it.
Okay, Ms. Secretary, please call the roll on the extension.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Okay. Bill is extended. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Bill 13-24, sponsored by Councilman Marks, zoning regulations, swim school and learning center.
Councilman Marks.
Thank you. Bill 1324 permits as of right a swim school and learning center in the BLR zone that's located within the Perry Hall Commercial Revitalization District.
Okay, any questions, comments, or thoughts for Councilman Marks on this? Do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
A second. A motion and a second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The council will now consider all fiscal matters. Extensive testimony was taken at the council's work session on March 26. The witnesses who testified at the work session are available to restate their testimony if needed. I'll now call upon the secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal matters 1 through 8.
Fiscal matter 1 is a contract of sale with JMD, Campbell LLC. Fiscal matter 2 is a contract with Sentinel Offender Services LLC. Fiscal matter 3 is 3 contracts for the purchase and installation of floor coverings. Fiscal matter 4 is a purchase order with Ali and Edwards Consulting. Fiscal matter 5 is an agreement with BFI Waste Services LLC, doing business as Republic Services of Baltimore. Fiscal matter 7 is a contract with the Family Recovery Program Incorporated. Fiscal matter 7 is 5 contracts for cancer screening, diagnosis, and treatment services. And fiscal matter 8 is an amendment to agreement McGuire Woods LLP.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, comments, or thoughts on fiscal matters? Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
Second.
It's been motion second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. We'll now consider the remainder of miscellaneous business. Mr. Secretary, first item.
First, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is Resolution 10-24, sponsored by all council members to adopt the Baltimore County Pedestrian and Bicycle Master Plan.
Okay, and this, again, is we suspended the rules to accommodate amendments here. Okay. Councilman Catch?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment.
Yes, you do.
Okay. You have a lot of ESPs, honey.
I do.
I have an amendment. As I said during the hearing on the bill, the Torrey Brown Hike Bike Trail, I've represented that area as long as the trail has been there. And as I said to Councilman Marks, it is a fantastic facility. People use it all the time. I can't say it's just fantastic. I've had a few problems with it, and the problems center around where the hike bike trail crosses roads. And in both cases, the roads that crossed were state roads. And there were some terrible accidents on both Paper Mill Road and Moncton Road. Now, if you take a look at the plan that's before us tonight, this hike bike trail, the Torrey Brown section will be extended south, crossing York Road in a very, what I consider, treacherous part of York Road. If you are traveling north on York Road, you come down a hill, and then right in front of you is where the hike bike trail would cross York Road. I would remind all of you that some years ago, especially when the railroad was there, there was a tunnel there, a tunnel underneath the railroad. And all I can say is if they thought, they being the railroad or the state, whoever decided this, that it would be so dangerous that they needed to have a tunnel under the road, I think there's no doubt that this is a bad intersection. And the state, when the railroad stopped running, the state removed the tunnel, and you just have the 5 lanes, the middle lane and 2 on either side of York Road. My conscience would not let me go by without suggesting an amendment which deals with requiring the county, if they're going to use this route, to build either a bridge or to build some kind of the railroad, what they call gates that come down. Sometimes on the gates they have sections of plank come down and it creates a wall. And I think that that is at least what needs to be put there. Now, let me just say that this particular route is going to require the building of another bridge, because the storm of years ago, I don't know if it was Agnes or whatever, washed away the railroad bridge that was there closer to the Ashland community. So that's going to be expensive. And I have no doubt that the bridge over York Road or even the railroad gates coming down will be expensive. What I really would like to do is, I think that the county needs to closely look at an alternative route that crosses York Road in a place which is safer, because people cross it all the time now, and that is at Ashland and York Road. People cross all the time, and there's not been any problems that I've heard of, and I've lived there since 1987. So I have an amendment. Mr. Secretary, will you remove pedestrian crossing beacons?
Yes.
Okay. And if you'd read the amendment.
Yes.
Sure, go ahead.
So the amendment would be to insert in the paragraph in the master plan labeled NCR Trail Extension, it would insert the following sentence at the end of the paragraph. It would state, the studies that the county will conduct to evaluate options for extensions of the NCR trail shall consider the spot improvements where the trail extension crosses York Road to ensure the safety of the trail users, including the use of pedestrian bridges or pedestrian activated crossing guard arms or gates.
Mr. Secretary, I don't think, now when we discussed this last week, I basically had said that if the state was not going to do a bridge or the railroad gates or something to make this a safe intersection, that they need to look at an alternative route. Does this state that in a roundabout way?
probably in a roundabout way, but if you wish to be more explicit, we could add the language that does state that would say if in the event the county does not provide these safety improvements, that the county look at alternative locations.
Okay, I'd like to amend the amendment accordingly. I live there, as I said, I've lived there since 1987. There are alternative routes, absolutely. The hike bike trail crosses Paper Mill Road. Paper Mill Road itself has, the two sides of it have a lot of land that could be made the hike bike trail up to Ashland and York, and could cross there. There would be ways to connect to the proposed path of the light rail. And I'm certain it would be far less expensive because you would not be building bridges as you would need at York Road, and then the bridge that would need to be constructed on what remains of the north central line. So I think this would save the county money, and I think that it would be a much safer situation. And you all know, as members of the county council, in your district, when something happens, someone gets hurt or killed at an intersection or for some reason, you just feel terrible. And I would feel, I don't expect I'll be in office when this happens, when this is done, but I don't want to read in the paper that somebody was killed at this crossing York Road, and I could have done something about it, but I didn't. So I move the amendment.
I'll second it.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes. Mr. Secretary, could,
Mr. Chairman,
yes, Councilman Catch.
before we go any further, are there any members of the council who have looked at this plan? And do you see in your own district where it's proposed, where the hike bike trail is proposed to cross any streets? There are no streets in the county, I'm sorry, roads that you think would be particularly dangerous? Because now would be your opportunity to verbally put an amendment on this bill of the same sort. I was going to look at the map, but I'm no judge in your districts of what is a dangerous intersection. I know there's Bel Air Road, which is very heavily used. There's Liberty Road. There's Reisterstown Road, and Eastern Boulevard, et cetera. I don't know if there's plans for the hike bike trail there, but.
So Councilman Catch, I think that was rhetorical rather than more a rhetorical comment. Or, if any, Councilman
I
Young?
was going to say, I trust the folks that put the plan together while reviewing and also taking a look at where they're crossing different intersections that share your concern, but also believe that before extending the trail through any particular dangerous area, we're following normal protocol to bring attention to that for any potential bike riders or hikers across those intersections of those streets. So thanks for the concern.
Okay, and any other members want to comment? Yes, Councilman Marks?
I think Councilman Young raises a really good point. I think a lot of the document is aspirational. Does anyone think that all these projects are going to be finished within the next, few years? No, there's a lot of projects in here. We have the opportunity as the council to question the Department of Public Works and Transportation when we approve real estate contracts and design contracts and so on. So I think there is that opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Catch, Councilman Young, and Councilman Marks. If there's no further questions, let's go to the original bill.
There's an amendment.
There's one more amendment?
One more amendment.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman and members of the council, there is an amendment offered by Councilman Marks. Mr. Marks's amendment deals with the appendix in the pedestrian and bicycle master plan titled Prioritized Recommended Network Projects. One of the projects that is listed as segment number 27 is the Northeast Trail. This amendment would move segment number 87, which is also the Northeast Trail, but a different area of it, would move it from number 87, segment number 87, to right under the current Northeast Trail, segment number 27, and make the Northeast Trail that was 87, number 28. So it's right underneath number 27, that is the Northeast Trail. And then there would be 28, that is Northeast Trail, again, the different area of the trail, in this case, Silver Spring Road and Honeygo Boulevard. And then the amendment would request that the remaining segments after 28 be renumbered consecutively to reflect that change. And then at the bottom of that prioritized recommended network projects list, have an asterisk on 27 and 28, and then at the bottom, the asterisk would state the expansion of the Northeast Trail to include extending the trail and providing overall connectivity has been a priority of the County Council for the last decade, unquote. And then finally, there are references in the plan, the master plan maps that refer to Nottingham. And this amendment would strike those references and substitute Perry Hall.
Thank you. Can I say something?
Sure, Councilman Marks.
So thank you very much. In February of 2011, then Councilwoman Kathy Bevins and I sponsored Resolution 1711, which prioritized the construction of the Northeast Trail, which would stretch from Indian Rock Park in Perry Hall to Linover Park in Overley. Councilman Ertel was here at the work session. We talked a little bit about this. I think we both support this as a major bicycle pedestrian connection. I do want to thank Ms. Walker and the Department of Public Works and Transportation. They briefed us earlier this year. To the county executive's credit, more has been done on this trail than has been done in previous administrations. This amendment would simply make this a priority. And the last part simply is renames Nottingham to Perry Hall. That's the name of the community, not Nottingham.
Thank you, Councilman Marks. Any comments, questions, or thoughts for Councilman Marks? Okay, we have a motion on Councilman Marks.
Motion.
Okay, I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Thank you all.
Okay. Amendment carries. We have two amendments that have carried. And now we're back to the original bill.
Move the bills amended.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay. Plan is approved. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Resolution 11-24. This would authorize or lend the council's support of a repayable loan, Maryland Department of Commerce, Maryland Economic Assistance Fund, Rocket Lab USA Incorporated.
Rocket Man.
Right. When Councilman Jones is going to sing a little song to us? No?
Rocket Man.
Okay. Now, that's a hard act to follow, Mr. Sid. But it was just the opening act. Now you're the main attraction.
Thank you for that.
Mr. Sid, welcome.
Thank you, Chair Patoka, members of the County Council. Again, Samir Sid, Acting Director of the Department of Economic and Workforce Development. I was with you last week to request your support for a $156,000 county loan from the revolving loan fund to support placement of a Rocket Lab USA facility at the Lockheed Martin site in Middle River. Again, this is our minimum 10% county match that's required on a state loan through the Department of Commerce. It's a $1.56 million Department of Commerce loan. And our investment on this one is anticipated to create 65 new jobs at the project site, with all new jobs created required to be maintained for a minimum of 5 years. It's a small investment for a pretty significant impact. And of course, we're dealing with a lot of economic uncertainty right now with the recent collapse of the Key Bridge. So hoping we can get this over the finish line and at least contribute something back into the economy in an otherwise uncertain situation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sid. Do any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts? Councilman Marks.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Sid. You are a stellar member of this administration.
Thank you.
You've really remained in touch with us very well, and also Mr. Croner and Ms. Routson. You do a great job too. This is a terrific contract. This continues Middle River's long history of aeronautics and aviation. I was with the county executive and the state legislators several months ago when this was announced. Again, a terrific shot in the arm for Eastern Baltimore County.
Thank you for that.
Okay. Any additional questions for Mr. Crandall? Council?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. This project or this company is located in a neighboring district right down Eastern Boulevard, so thank you and your staff for your work on this. I know that you have been working hard since the collapse of the bridge to mobilize your agency's efforts in response. So would you like to elaborate on what you've been working on and where your agency is on the response?
Yeah, happy to share what's been going on. Of course, it's required coordinations at all levels of government, and that's to be expected when you have a state bridge that connects a county and city collapse over federal waters. So it's really taken all branches of government to be involved, and I'm happy to say that there's been great coordination to date, even in the first week after the collapse. From our department's perspective, it started very basically the morning after. We developed a list of impacted businesses that are involved in port commerce, and we've been consistently trying to get all available resources out to them that include SBA assistance, unemployment insurance hotline that's been stood up by the state, a debris clearing hotline, and other information that's critical. I just came here from a meeting at the Baltimore Metropolitan Council to engage with large-scale businesses that are involved in port commerce with the mayor, our county executive, and the Anne Arundel County executive, and the Coast Guard. That was really informative because it gave us a much more precise sense of the far-ranging impacts that we can anticipate from this event. Beyond that, just this morning, we worked with the Small Business Administration to stand up a resource center over at Dundalk Renaissance. We've worked with our peer jurisdictions to develop a survey to gather data on the business impact. Data collection, while it might not seem related, it is critical in order for us to unlock federal funding. And so we have a long list of data points that we're putting together to hopefully bring in as much resources as possible to help impacted businesses and workers. And the last thing I'll quickly mention is we're working with ramp-up activities at Trade Point Atlantic, and that's really becoming a critical resource here because it's a port commerce facility that's actually located outside of the Key Bridge envelope. The county right now is a pass-through of a federal grant from MARAD that supports the expansion of bulk and break bulk cargo. We are modifying that grant and expediting that grant. I was out at the site last Friday with members of the federal government and the folks from Trade Point Atlantic. We have a grant modification paperwork that is in my inbox right now that I'll get to as soon as we wrap up here. So we're doing a lot to hopefully mitigate the circumstances of an otherwise unfortunate incident.
Thank you, Mr. Sid. It's not surprising to me that you're being very thorough and burning the candle at both ends to help mobilize the county's response. We're local government, but there are certainly things that we can do to, we're streets and potholes and things, and nobody knows our communities and the impact, I think, more than we do. So it is important for you and others in the administration to be engaging partners on the state and federal level, as well as our private sector partners at Trade Point Atlantic that offered to step up almost immediately, not even knowing what that ask was going to be. But I think their response has been pretty outstanding.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sid.
Yes, Councilman Katz.
Mr. Sid, is the Jacksonville Christmas Garden in this facility?
The Jacksonville Christmas Garden at the Trade Point facility?
No.
Which
Is
facility?
it at the aviation?
Oh, you're talking,
That I think
you're talking about Lockheed Martin.
Is that where it is?
I think so, but I'm not 100%.
Because one of the trains is mine.
Okay.
And I understand that the county bought the trains.
Which trains are you talking about?
Where's my money? No, I gave it as a gift to
Everybody get his
Jacksonville.
money.
I'm only kidding.
We'll find your money.
No, I don't want it back. That's fine. We're
Appreciate the
fine.
question.
I couldn't believe when I heard the county bought it. I was like, what?
Councilman Katz, so is your train Soul Train? No, okay. So,
money.
It's a Baltimore train.
Mr. Sid?
Yes.
I just want to, some of my colleagues shared with you how they thought of your skill level as being really exemplary, and I just want to share that too. I would say the county is really lucky to have you because here you came on, you were a member of the administration, and then you became a caretaker director of the Department of Economic and Workforce Development. And as a caretaker director, you were there just to be transitional. Little did you know that in that caretaker's role and in that transitional role, that you would be thrust into this global situation of commerce. And so thank you for everything you've done, and you've done more than just been a caretaker in your new role.
I appreciate that. I try to embrace the challenge, and so every day is a new adventure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any additional questions, comments, or thoughts for Mr. Sid? Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Katch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Sid.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, is any further business to come before the council?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. We have several more items. Resolutions 1224, 1324, and 1424.
Okay, yes, we do.
Are seeking the council's approval of payment in lieu.
Sorry, Mr. Hickey.
Payment in lieu of taxes or pilot for MCB Boulevard LLC, 7935 Belridge Road, MCB Springs LLC, 53 Bayberry Road, and MCB Beacon LLC, 2810 Nathaniel Way. These are separate resolutions which will have to be voted on separately, but I believe they are all related, and Mr. Hickey will take them in bulk.
Okay, thank you. Forgive me, Mr. Hickey, I jumped a page, and then I thought we were at the end, but we're not.
No problem. I hope you've all saved a little love for me now that Mr. Sid has left the stand. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the council. I gave extensive comments next week, so I'll be brief today, and if there's questions, I'll address them. Three separate resolutions that the administration is seeking council approval for. 1224, 1324, and 1424, as Mr. Bostwick stated. Each of these resolutions authorizes the county to enter into a 20-year agreement with an optional 20-year extension period with three related subsidiaries of MCB Real Estate LLC. These are for stipulated payments in lieu of real property taxes, commonly known as pilots, in order to provide financial investment to renovate and preserve 460 units of attainable housing, 110 of which will count directly towards the county's VCA obligations, in the following already existing naturally occurring affordable multifamily communities: And the 3 by specific resolution are Boulevard at White Springs, which is 1224, the Springs Townhomes, which is 1324, and Beacon Point Apartments and Townhomes, which is 1424. The renovations specifically are going to consist of balcony repairs, roof replacements, the additions of washers and dryers in all the units, updated kitchens and bath, painting, lighting, flooring, and new appliances. And if approved by the council, each of these 3 pilot agreements will become effective July 1, 2024. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Hickey. Do any of the members have any questions, comments, or thoughts to share with Mr. Hickey?
Yes.
Councilman Jones.
Mr. Hickey, it's always good to see you.
You too, sir.
I am curious, what involvement, if any, first of all, what is the name of the company that we are contracting with to assist you? The name of the contractor.
Guidehouse.
What is it?
Guidehouse.
Did they have any involvement in this at all?
So they've been working to help both. We're looking for a way to make our pilots consistent over time, so helping us develop our financial models, helping validate the deals. They've been involved in a lot of these. This one started before we brought them on board, but they've been involved, actually just helped us create a tool that we can run all of our different housing proposals through with pilots, loans, and everything to make sure we're not over-subsidizing the deals. So they've been involved. They're also about to complete their assessment of our housing office as well.
Okay, thank you.
You betcha.
Okay, any additional questions for Mr. Hickey? Okay, hearing none, do we have a motion? I'll make a motion. Second? Okay, motion and second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
On resolution 1224.
We need to do individually, right?
Yes, sir. 1224. Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to move to resolution 1324.
Yes, sir.
And do we have a motion? Second. We have a motion and second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young? Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay, that was the penultimate item. Now we are going to the final item, which is resolution 1424.
That's correct.
Mr. Secretary, we have a motion.
Move the resolution.
Councilman Young, I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Congratulations, Mr. Hickey. Is there any further business?
I have one item just for reading only, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
That would be Resolution 15-24, administration seeking approval of Maryland Rural Legacy Plan applications for introduction only this evening.
Okay, very good. Now, Mr. Secretary, is there any further business?
There is no further business, Mr. Chair. Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Hang on. Meeting is adjourned. As is customary, anyone who's registered to speak online prior to the meeting is allowed to speak for 3 minutes. Ms. Belcastro, are there any speakers signed up for this evening?
No, Mr. Chair, we do not have any registered speakers this evening.
Okay, I want to thank everyone for hanging in there with us tonight, and everyone have a good evening.